Well, YouTube. We are here. It's me, it's Deuce. We ready to get this thing rocking. I see y'all guys in the comments already before we even got queued up. It's only three of y'all in here, but I got plenty of comments from, man, one of my day one guys, Mr. Elton C, man. First and foremost, great to see you, brother. But you are very opinionated in these comments. And I seen no other way fit but to start the show with your comments. But before we do that, Deuce.
Yes, sir.
I know you got some steam off tonight's. I'm gonna get mine, but man, we got a show. We got a show tonight.
We got a show, bro. Like I mentioned, they probably already are tired of exhausted from hearing from me complain. Like I got it out the other day, right after the draft, and I appreciate y'all for sticking with me through that. So tonight, I want the focus to be about you. I want everybody to hear from you, and then I'll bounce off you because we talked about this a little bit earlier, and we have a lot of the same thoughts. So, but I'm gonna let you get it out first, since I already had my chance, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Shout out to everybody who's here. We got a fun-filled night. We got a lot of stuff we want to talk about tonight, including the playoffs, off-season stuff, and a lot more. So, King, without further ado, bro, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from Elton too, but I want to hear from you. What's the word?
All right, first and foremost, again, shout out to everybody that's in here so far. Marv, I see you too. Listen, I mean, I had put it on Twitter about what was about to happen. I just knew it was coming, right? I knew we wasn't about to get in the top three. The NBA absolutely hates us for some reason. But also, the Pistons aren't making an easy case for themselves either. The front office is such a joke. I think the NBA is shying away from that, and they're waiting till those guys get cleared out of there.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a domino effect. But for me personally, as a fan, I am absolutely tired. I'm tired. I'm beyond tired. I'm worn out, with the Pistons right now because, like I said, when it comes to this situation, now you got the fifth pick again. Now you're going to go and draft anybody that I really don't care to hear about, to be honest. That's just my honest opinion. Like, what do you do at this point? It's like, what do you do at this point? It's first and foremost, let's talk about this draft lottery.
Let's do it.
The draft lottery in itself, we all know is a farce right now. It's been a farce since the beginning. It all started with David Stern with his punk ass when he started it. It's the only professional sport league where you see this goofy crap going on. You know what I'm saying? You don't see this in the NFL. You don't see this in the MLB, right?
Mm-hmm.
The NBA wants so much control over everything. They came up with this strategy back in the Stern era, right? So, I mean, it's like there's no way that you telling me that those ping pong balls, fell in this direction 3 times. You know what I'm saying? 3 times. Like, come on, bro. This is at this point is overkill. It's like you're gonna have a hard time explaining to a lot of fans that this thing is real and it's authentic going forward. It's like, especially for us here in Detroit, obviously we worst record, in our franchise history, but a terrible record overall. And you still lose as a fan. But we don't deserve this, NBA. Us fans, we don't deserve this. You know what I'm saying? What do we do to you? The only thing that we want to do is show up and support. You just seen the draft, right? The Lions draft. We support our teams. But you want to keep throwing monkey shit in our face every opportunity you get. Not only that, I keep saying it over and over and over. Numero uno, number 2 on our roster. This takes another blow to me, in that situation. Because, like I said, it's all about getting talent around him and, helping them, get on that winning curve, right? What the hell is the 5th pick going to do for us right now? In this draft, especially. Nothing at all. I don't care what name you bring up or whatever it is. I'm not really trying to hear it no more. So that's just where I'm at. So, and then you got the nerve to call and, for us season ticket holders, do you want to oh, you're not getting me again.
They call you too, huh?
Right. At this point, I need some free tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sitting here, spending our time, doing what we're doing right now is just enough right now because, like I said, we're watching these other teams in the playoffs right now. A lot of great basketball going on, a lot of great building going on around the league. And then you look at our team, and it's like, why? Like, what did we do, to deserve this? We were so high up.
Right.
We was on our high horse about 2 years ago. You couldn't tell us nothing. We knew where we were going, right? Destination restoration. That's what we were.
Yeah.
Ready to pass the baton.
Man.
All of this is going out the window.
You noticed I haven't dropped any music this season, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, bro, it's like I said before, the Pistons right now for us creators, you know what I'm saying? We do everything off the strength and love of, our love for the franchise and team, right? They're our team, and we do it off the strength of that. We don't get paid to do this.
Right.
And they are bad for business for anybody who makes business off of doing it. They're bad for business. Yeah. But we still do it on the strength. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even though it's not as much as I would like to, but I wish I had more to talk to you guys about.
Right.
I'm upset of the fact that I can't feed you guys what you want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's almost at the point where we're just waiting until they wipe the front office out. They bring in this president, he wipes the front office out, and they restart and do it, over again. But we still have a dark cloud that's looming over it, and it's nothing we can do about it. He's not going nowhere. He's not going to sell the team. Mm-hmm. Again, like I said, from a business perspective, that'll be stupid of him to do that.
Absolutely.
Yes, simply because of, what he's earned. That would be dumb for him to do that. It's not going to happen.
Yep.
So go ahead, Deuce.
No, you good? I want to make sure. Because, like I said, I went longer than that when I had my rant. So I want to make sure I'm giving you your opportunity to really. Okay. Yeah. So it's crazy how many things. This is why you my ninja. Shout out to Paul Pierce. This is why you my ninja, because everything you said pretty much is what I echoed the other day, bro. It feels like the NBA is missing the boat. They just had executives here that were excited about what was going on with our NFL team, about the NFL draft. So I don't understand. It's like they're cutting off their momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like they're kind of like, it doesn't make sense to do this but not do that. I don't understand. There's so much money to be made in the city of Detroit, downtown. There's so much money to be made. I mentioned it before. The only reason we don't have, or we're not slated for an All-Star game yet, is because we don't have enough hotels to house out-of-towners. It's the only reason. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's so many, and I understand, like, this is as far as the draft goes, right? And as far as our situation is we're not in a good situation because we don't even have a president yet. And we're 2 months out from the draft. So not only does Troy Weaver have to basically catch his boss up, get his boss up to speed, which makes no sense. But even before we get that guy, at most, he's going to have 2 months to prepare for the NFL draft. That's like if he signs somebody, if he gets somebody today, that's how much time he's going to have. So, and it's not like we have a backup. It's not like there's something going on behind the scenes, because we just heard about the person that they were interested in, John Horst, Milwaukee Bucks. They told us no.
Yeah.
So now we're back at square one, because we knew that the person we were looking for got cut or got was eliminated from the running. So we know for a fact that we're behind the 8 ball. Not only do we have to, and this is the thing, bro. To me, this is the most singular important decision for this team for the next 5 years. Who this hire is going to be. And so the bad part about it is we have so much weight on this decision and we have to rush to make it.
Man.
See what I'm saying?
The last thing we need to be doing is rushing.
The last thing we need to be doing is rushing the most important decision we need to make for our franchise. But that's the situation we're in. So it's almost like the Bucks were like, nah, bro, we're not about to let you ruin him. Nah, he's good over here. Besides, you can't help us in the future. If we need something from you, we're gonna help you out here. But what can you do for us in the future? Nothing. What do you have to offer us? Nothing. So even from that aspect, we don't even have any value as far as being able to provide something in the future for a team if they help us out now. We know, behind the scenes conversations, verbal agreements. Yeah, I'll look out for you here, but a couple of years down the line, that's the guy I'm looking at. I might need you to help me get him. That happens. That kind of stuff happens all the time behind the scenes. They're like not even interested in trying to do that with us. You know what I'm saying? So we're down bad. But as far as the fifth pick, you saw Star's face. Y'all saw Star's face. He was like this. He knew. So I'm not too concerned that it was so low in this particular draft, because this draft is weak. We know that this draft is not a strong draft, and I'm not really interested in. There's a couple guys I'm looking at. Matas, small forward. He's solid. That's kind of who I like. Kind of gives me Franz Wagner vibes types. But it's not really anything else that I'm really looking at that has me intrigued or excited. So. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying the other day, bro. It feels like the NBA is just missing the boat on what we have to offer now as far as from a financial standpoint. We know it's tied to it. We know those things work together. We know it's all about money at the end of the day.
Right. I just feel so bad for the fan base, man, because we came out of darkness. We thought we was going somewhere, and now we right back. And I don't even know if this situation is even worse, because it's like, man, how are we going to pull ourselves out of this thing? It's going to take a while for us to get the right talent around here to really be competitive. It's going to take at least about 2 to 3 years to do that if you get the right person. You know what I'm saying? That's if you get the right person.
Exactly.
And that's what sucks about it. You know what I'm saying? So we've been too patient for too long. The fact that, the Pistons organization is not, has not returned as a top team in this league. The league is good when the Pistons are good, man.
Yeah.
When teams like the Pistons, Celtics, Lakers, those teams, the Knicks, when those teams are good,
Bulls.
The league is good. Yeah, Bulls, you know what I'm saying? So it's like what the hell from a business standpoint? From a business standpoint, it don't even make sense.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I've noticed too around the league, a lot of pundits and media outlets. I'm seeing so many different graphics on social media about the Pistons getting the fifth pick again. How they've had the worst record the last 2 years in a row and got the fifth pick. Even around the league, they see it now. It's not even as if biased Pistons fans are overreacting because they want the team to be better yesterday. It's not even that.
Yeah.
It's like they're looking around like they got 5 again. Wow.
Right.
So it's to be them. You know what I'm saying? That's their perspective.
That they are so wrapped with this tanking thing. Listen, if teams tank, let them tank. They tank in the NFL. Oh, no one gives a damn. Let them tank.
That was the other thing that you said that I wanted to reinforce, because that's what I said the other day about the NFL. This draft lottery is stupid. And I don't like using words like stupid and stuff like that, but it's stupid because it literally gives them an excuse to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
To do their shenanigans. Like that, they created something that allows them. It's kind of like, I'm not sure how much you guys know about an LLC, a business LLC, but you get an LLC for your business so that if something happens, the LLC is affected. You're not affected. And that's kind of what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like with the lottery, they created this lottery so that when they manipulate it, the lottery is what's taking the blame, not them. Well, it was a lottery. It was odds. I know we get the team that didn't have anywhere near the worst record they won the lottery, but hey, we know that happened. But hey, that's where the balls fall sometimes. So in the NFL, you can't do that. If the worst team in the NFL, who was the Patriots last year? Let's say you saw a list that came out and they had the third pick. Immediately you're like, huh? You can't hide that. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't get around that. In the NBA, you can because of the lottery. And that's the problem. They always want to blame it on saying, well, we don't want people to tank. And no, that's not what it is. What it is you want to control it. You want to control what happens. We don't see those lottery balls falling. We want to see what's going on behind the scenes. AB, what's good, bro? I'm bidding again for the second stream in a row, bro. Man. I'm still not over what's going on with this draft.
What up, though, man? What up?
Hey,
though?
AB, I know you already know, but for sure I know you know what it's like now when we say Detroit versus everybody. This is what we mean. It ain't about we think we better than no. It ain't none of that. It's really about everybody think they better than us.
Man,
we can't get nothing.
Like you gotta do some behind the scenes trickery just to keep us down, man. That's what you gotta do. You know,
when they change the rules.
Yeah, like I said, it started in the Stern era, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna continue to happen, bro. This lottery is a farce, man. They need to get rid of this crap. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know they're not, but they need to get rid of this crap, bro. Like I said, you know, who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? Let a team, if they tank, then they tank. At least the fans know, you know, hey, we are about to go and draft somebody that's gonna help us flip over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why you talking about it? Yeah, why you talking about, oh, we want to keep things, you know, competitive and things like that, bro? Whatever, bro. Your league is still top heavy anyway. It's conference heavy right now.
Nice.
It's still unstable. It don't work.
That's a fact right there. You're right. That's true.
So, you know, miss me with all that garbage, man. Like I said, it's year after year. It's just bullshit. You know, we tired of it. We're tired of it. We need that new guy to come in. That for instance, that Dan Campbell voice to say, you know, these fans are tired of this shit. You know, that's what he said in his press conference. We are. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's fifth pick in the draft. What are we gonna do with it? Who are we gonna draft? Which I really don't care who you draft to be at this point.
Right.
Give me some established players, dog. I put this on Twitter, man, and
draft Bronny and force the Lakers and other teams send us players draft picks. Hey, you know what? When you look at on and off the court value, who has more on and off the court value? I'm talking about it'd be financial boom if you got drafted here. Jersey would sell out like yesterday. I don't even care about the Cleveland Michigan rivalry. Jersey would be off those racks so fast. Yeah. And that's just from that standpoint. That's not even talking about the influential pool.
Right. I have to sit here and talk to you every week in the Bronny jersey.
Man, bro. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. You probably want to cancel the show because you probably be so sick of me. Man, you already know. Yeah, that will be this draft is, you know what? I think this draft is gonna be fireworks. I think there's gonna be a lot of things that happen. A lot of like trades being made after picks are made and stuff like that. I think it's going to be very active, a very, very active draft as far as us seeing things that we weren't looking for to happen and things like that.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, the Pistons better be the most active. I'll say that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything, you know, is on the flow at this point to get some talent around your main pieces. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, bro, everything's for sale besides a bag of better made chips. You better have it ready. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, that hourglass is getting short.
It's getting short, bro. You know why this is worse though? I was talking about this the other day. You know why this is worse? Do you remember when, like in between like 2013 and 2016 or 17, whatever, we were mid-team and we were getting a mid-pick every year. Mm-hmm. Mid-team, French playoff team, French lottery pick every season, like 14th pick, something crazy, something weak, and barely pushing to get in the playoffs, getting swept or whatever. This is worse than that. You know why? Because at least then we knew we were getting a bad pick.
Man,
now, you see what I'm saying? Like we're getting let down every single year. We're expecting to get a top pick. Yeah. I'd rather be in mediocrity and getting a terrible pick, because at least then I know I can still push for the playoffs and I'm not going to be let down every single year. But with this lottery, we getting the short end.
This is why I said I think it may be worse, you know, because even back in that time, like I say, you look back some years, right? You had a young squad with with Dre, KCP, and them guys. You know what I'm saying? We was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? These guys, they may have a chance to grow. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's like, man, when is the growth going to start occurring with the team overall? We see it in individual players, right?
Yeah.
But as a team, it's like, when we going to start? You know what I'm saying? We still waiting to jump in for hopscotch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when are we going to get this thing started? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we all expected to be competitive this year.
Right.
And Lord,
it's hard, bro. It's hard looking at the teams that were in that same position that we were in 3-4 years ago and looking at them now.
Right.
One of those teams is still playing basketball right now.
Yeah.
OKC. You see what I'm saying? Like it's hard. It's hard to look at those. And honestly, if it's hard for us as fans, it has to be hard for players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who could have been in different situations. I'm just saying. It is what it is. We keep it a stack. So, like you said before, we didn't help ourselves with our young stars.
No.
We have not really helped ourselves with our young stars so far. Mm-hmm. That's been the most disappointing part for me, is it feels like everybody else seems to be taking off, or at least headed in a direction that shows that they might gonna be continuing in a few years.
And then, like I said, like we mentioned in the past, then you bring a lackluster coach. You're not helping, man.
That was another thing that I talked about the other day, bro. As far as Monty Williams. Okay, like let me ask you this, right? I felt like the idea of best player available was used when it came to coaching, when it came to finding a coach. When you draft, right, you're looking for one of two things. You're looking for best fit or BPA, best player available. One of those two things, right? A lot of times you go for best player available, depending on what you need. But sometimes you go for fit. But it's one or the other. As a coach, you can never go best coach available.
Listen.
Never, ever. Because Monty Williams was the best coach available. But was he anywhere near the best fit?
And thanks for the alley-oop, man, because I was just about to come here. Listen, I hate to keep comparing it, but when you look at a young team in the Lions, what did they do? Even when they got best player available, that best player still had to fit the mold of what they was building, right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Monty just didn't fit the mold when you went and got him.
Right.
I mean, like I say, you needed a young and a hungry coach, you know what I'm saying, that's ready to really, give it everything that he got. Mm-hmm. And we didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? We did not get that. So part of the biggest problem that we have with the coaching staff down is we don't have an identity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have an identity. We don't have the grit like the Lions do. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that personality. So when you don't have that, you bringing anything in here. You seen a big name go get available, you gonna bring him in here, especially Tom Gores. Mm-hmm. We know what he doing half the time with his time. He don't even know what the hell is going on half the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, bro, bring some hunger in here. Bring somebody that's really trying to flip the script and get this thing rolling. Somebody that's got the patience and the energy to come in here and really get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like dig it out and really get it, so.
And it's crazy. You said that because we always talked about Kevin Ollie. He fit that description. I feel like even Darvin Ham to a point fits that description. I don't even necessarily want the best coach out there.
Not at this point?
Because it's like, first of all, why would because we literally just tried that. You need your Mark Jackson. we need a coach that isn't regarded as a decorated coach. Because think about it. Before Pop, before Riley, before Spoelstra, before Phil Jackson, before any of them became who they were, who were they? Nobody. Every coach has to start somewhere. You look at the young coaches now. Coach for OKC. You look at the coach for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Finchie, right? All these young up-and-coming coaches. Everybody's not going to be Pop that you go and grab. And besides, they're not going to want to come here anyway at this point in their careers. We just saw that.
Yeah.
We had to ask him again in order for him to come. You see what I'm saying? So we can't take that approach with best coach available. The best coach available is not going to come here for the right reasons. It doesn't match with the players. It doesn't match the identity of the players. I got to prove myself. A young upcoming coach last thing can come in and say, "Oh, they overlooked y'all too? Yeah, me too. Y'all ready to flip the script on everybody? Like he can have that same mindset and move with them.
Y'all, you look, like I said, you absolutely right. You look at the situation, man. You bring in that young coach ready to develop, ready to get him there, right? And if he can't get him to the next level, that's where you go look for
That's when you go right.
perennial star-studded coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said you go get your Mark Jackson now that builds his name along with the team, and then you finish it off with your Steve Kerr.
With your Steve Kerr. There you go. 100%. It's kind of like you go and get your Rick Carlisle.
Right.
Right. Who was Rick Carlisle before he was
right?
You know, now he's a champ, but before he was nobody knew. I didn't know who he was before he came here. Got us to a certain point, and then Larry Brown said, "Thanks for the alley-oop, bro. I got you."
But we got a bunch of rich idiots, you know what I'm saying, at the very top of the office, man. Right. Because like I said, we don't get paid to think this crap, but it's common sense. You know what I'm saying? Mean, how can we sit here and come up with that and you can't figure that out? You don't want to make all the money. You can't figure that out. Like I'm gonna go and get beg this man. Obviously Troy knew that. That's why he was reacting the way he was. Right. This man don't want to coach right now. The hell you doing?
Yeah. I don't know how he thought the extra money would change his mind after signing the contract. Like signing the contract is one thing, but you can't think that extra money is going to just completely change his mind from saying no to saying yes. He had to have a very good reason for saying no. He got offered a lot of money the first time and said no. So his reason up front had to be a good one. So a little bit more is not going to, you see what I'm saying? Change that overall reason. Even though he signed. Yeah.
I just get so frustrated. I'm sitting here just thinking about this crap, man. I really do. It's because, like I said, man, we were on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we got Cade, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Ivy, Duran. Man, we was on the way.
Bro. Man.
It's just like everything went to crap real quick, bro.
Let me ask you this. What do you think? I know we all know it wasn't one thing. We all know it wasn't one thing. But what do you think was in your mind? There is no right answer. But like for you, what was the linchpin for you that said, we might be in a little bit of trouble here? What was the thing? You know what I'm saying? What was that thing for you that happened? Because I was trying to think about that thing.
It started for me when we started making some of the stupid trades.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the hell is going on? Now first you have it, like even with Sadiq, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just all Sadiq, but first we advertising him as one of the guys, you know, that's going to be a part of the future, right? You know, core type of guy. And then he's gone. And now we bring in more reclamation projects at the reclamation project. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we became a haven of reclamation guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So not to mention, I mean, obviously, the pattern that we kept drafting.
Right.
Listen, you kept bringing guards in here. If you keep bringing guards in here, you need to get rid of some of the guards. Don't have a crowded room of guards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Multiple guys that, to be honest, need the basketball in their hand.
Mm-hmm.
So the way the team was structured, becoming to be structured was also a problem for me.
Right.
It's like, bro, what are we, you know, we're not addressing the real issue here that we've had since forever, where, you know, in the paint, we're zero.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a young guy in Duran, but in the paint, we just never got it right. So we, you know, teams go to the hole on us like nothing. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? So I just, the way the team was structured was just like, what the hell are we doing, bro?
Yeah. I think that's when it started too. And somebody mentioned here about. I just want to clear this up. We are not refusing to blame Troy. We're just refusing to push all the blame on Troy. It isn't, you can't blame any one singular person. It's everybody. All the way down to the players. It's everybody. Because there's no identity. Nobody, one hand isn't talking to the other. They're not on the same page. And so I think, Troy, he has his share of blame for sure. Absolutely. A lot of, and I think those in camp would admit that as well. I think he would admit that as well. You know what I'm saying? That's not a secret. There's no reason for us to not say anything about it because that's a foregone conclusion at this point. We all know that. Yeah, he's made mistakes. Everybody has. And so I don't know why you would think that we were trying to not blame or push blame on him at all because you mentioned him among everybody else. I think some people just really want to put all of the blame on him, and when we don't, that's when they have an issue. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man. I mean, at this point, we just gotta. I'm literally just waiting to see who the president is and how long it takes to get that person in. That's literally what I'm waiting on because we won't know anything else that's going on with our plan, as far as soon as who we're drafting, until we get that person in here. We won't know anything. If news comes out, we won't, and we still have a president. If news comes out about something regarding the team, and there's still no president, it still won't tell us anything because we won't know what the president is. You know what I'm saying? What direction we're trying to go in. So every day I'm checking for that. Do we have one yet? Because somebody actually corrected me. It's right. It's a month and a half. It's not 2 months. It's a month and a half until the draft. So yeah, that's how much time we have. 90 days tops.
All right, man. Let's talk about something else.
45 days tops. Not even that long. 45.
I'm depressed over here.
Go ahead.
Let's move to our next topic, man, because like I said, these Pistons, man, they deflate me over here.
Before we do that, we're gonna get into these playoffs. We're gonna talk about each individual series. But it's been fireworks so far. But as you guys probably know, King and I made another bet.
Oh God, here we go.
He just couldn't stay away. So y'all know we made a bet a couple weeks ago. I remind everybody, he bet that the Lakers were going to get swept, and he bet that what was the other bet? That the Clippers are going to beat the
win the
Mavs
series
over 2. So and then he said, what was the other one you said? What was the one you said?
We talking Timberwolves Nuggets now.
Yeah, you said that this series wouldn't go 6 games.
Yeah. Or past 6 games.
Or past 6 games. Yeah. And here we are. So he's over 3, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I know my basketball, man. I know my basketball.
That's your hat right there.
Oh, that's
one of my Tigers.
What you mean, my hat? Where the F
at? I got the Hong Dong Tigers. I got the Meow Penguins. I got whatever you need.
No, you know what? At this point, I might cash my chips in for a jersey. Let's get to these playoffs, bro. Let's get to these playoffs. Knicks Pacers. Let's talk about it. That is a very weird series.
It is
to me with the injuries, and it's just very weird, very strange series. It's one of those ones you really can't get a gauge on, like what's going to happen, who's going to do what. It's hard to really know. What's your take on that series? Who's going to come out on top of that series?
I just want to address a couple of things. The comment I keep seeing this comment. He didn't draft him. He wanted to draft Halliburton. Somebody else in the front office made that move.
Oh yeah. No. Right. Yeah, he wanted the guy we all wanted.
My eyes really got big.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And that's what's so unfortunate though. Is just that he's the faceplate for all this stuff though.
Yep. You got to take the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Just these series overall. Like I said, let's starting with the Knicks and the Pacers, right? Besides the weird dressing that Halliburton's doing.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna cut you off. Please tell me that this is not a troll. I just saw
what?
This right. Is this a joke?
Yes, every time Marvin messages a joke. Every single time.
Okay, bro. That would have made my night. I thought he was serious. Tim Connolly is the Timberwolves GM, y'all. So, okay.
Connolly ain't coming over here.
All right.
Or Kelly, I'm saying.
Never mind. Go ahead. Continue. I'm coming with you, Marvin.
Like I said, that series alone is, like I said, it's just been interesting. Really interesting. Yeah. Up and down. Interesting.
Who do you have?
Who do I got?
In the Knicks Pacers series.
I'm going with the Knicks. That's who I originally picked. I don't know if the Pacers can pull it all the way out to get 4 wins.
Yeah,
so,
we said Knicks and 6, right?
Yeah, Knicks and 6. That's where we went. So, I'll say this. Just looking at these series in general, like for instance, with this OKC series, this series with the OKC Mavericks thing, I listen. I went to bed the other night thinking that the Mavericks are going to win that game, and I mean, SGA did what SGA do. They turn around and win. Now we got a tie series. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, another young team. And I'm going to say this because I totally agree with what I heard, right?
Okay.
And it's very rare that I agree with Skip Bayless. But he said something, and I've been known to say on streams, some of the same things about Luka Doncic.
Okay.
One, he's lazy. He's lazy, especially defensively. He's talented, and I think that goes to his head. He spends more time bitching at the refs than actually playing basketball. And he's gonna get caught with his pants down doing that, man. Because, like I said, even with the, like I said, Kyrie's been inconsistent so far. But Luka, man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get out in the space, get on the other end, play some basketball. I don't expect him to play defense though, so I don't even know why.
Well, I will say though, this playoffs, he's played better defense than I've ever seen him play. He's moving it just because he's moving.
He's at least tried.
He's trying. Like he's never gonna be a good like it's kind of like we'll get to it later. It's kind of like Jokic.
Yeah,
Jokic is trying. Like especially in this round, I'm seeing him move his feet. He's getting physical. He can't when he jumps. You can't get tissue paper under his feet, but he's still trying. And I kind of feel like with Doncic, he's trying now, and that's all I want to see from him. He's when he tries, he's just below league average at his best. Defender. So yeah, but go ahead.
No, like I said, I totally agree with Skip. It gets annoying.
It does.
Your team could be so much better if you give better effort. They really could, man.
Yeah.
And then you look into the main series, right? Obviously, this team with the Timberwolves go as Cat goes. When Cat's not playing well, they're not playing well.
Okay, so hold off on that one. Let's say the Nuggets for last. Let's say the Nuggets for last. I got a lot to say about the Nuggets. Let's go start this Cavs.
Okay. Now this series I haven't watched as much.
I haven't either, and I'll explain why.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I'll just say this. I don't want to watch the Celtics until we get to the point where you get where I'm going, right? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So when it matters, then I want to watch the Celtics. Right 100%. Now, I don't want to watch you. 100%. I've seen this before.
You know what reminds me of in the NFL? Which team reminds me of in the NFL?
What?
The Cowboys. And here's what I mean. I'm not saying they've never won.
Hey, look, I know our guy AB might be watching.
That's why. Hey, that may or may not be why I use him as an example. but yeah, I hope he is here, low key. But look, I want to troll him a little bit, but yeah, it's like the Cowboys. We've been watching Jason Tatum perform well since he's coming to the league, right? Yeah. We remember when he dunked on Brown and bodied him, and Marcus Morris is over there, acting like he did something, like he ain't do nothing. But
regular season.
I felt like ever since 2016, 17, we've seen different regimes. We've seen different teams that he's been on. Jason Tatum I'm talking about. We've seen the Kyrie Irving Boston Celtics with him. We've seen the Isaiah Thomas Boston Celtics with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they could never get over the hump. And it was always because they were inconsistent. And when the lights were the brightest, they did not grab the moment. I always go back to Golden State in 2022. They should have won that series. They were the more talented team.
They were.
They were up 2-1 in that series, and they were up in Game 4. That was the moment for Tatum to put his foot on their neck and say, "This series is mine. I'm here now." Like Anthony Edwards is doing right now. If he was on that team, they would have won. If AE was on that Boston team, they would have beat Golden State. So I'm just saying, I don't think Jason Tatum is ever going. And I don't have anything against. I like him as a player. I just don't think he's ever going to win a championship as the number one. He's going to need to be Anthony Davis. He's going to need to be Cat. He's going to need to be the Jamal Murray. He's going to need to be the Robin in order to get a championship.
You literally learn and train from the Mamba while he was here. But the only thing that you didn't take with you was the venom. Take the venom. He took everything else, but he ain't take the venom, bro.
I like that.
Like I said, it's too many nice guys in this league. Bro, kill, man.
Yeah.
Killer mentality.
Yep.
I'm the baddest motherfucker on this court. Can't nobody stop me. I won't smoke with everybody on this court.
Yeah, Ant-Man vibes.
Make me stop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
And like I said, you see that with guys like we'll get to the main series, but those two guards over there, you see that in them.
Exactly.
When it's killing time, they kill.
Right.
You know, they strike.
Right.
You just slithering.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like that's the main reason. And I also feel like their style of play, they're not to me, they're not gonna move their style of play. Not in the finals. It's too inconsistent. They think they're Golden State. Golden State is the only team that I trust to live and die by the three. Because of the personnel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the playoffs, you can't keep that level of shooting up consistently unless you're Golden State.
Yep.
Consistently. And in the playoffs, you have to be consistent because you only have a max of 7 games. You have 2 bad shooting nights, the series may be over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like their style of play is too inconsistent. Their highs are higher than anybody, but their lows are lower than anybody too. You know what I'm saying? So that style of play, along with Tatum being the number one guy on that team, is why I don't think they'll ever win with him there as a number one. Just don't see it.
Yeah. He needs I want to say Jason Tatum needs Batman.
Right.
It's usually the other way around. He needs Batman, bro. He needs he can be Robin. He needs a Batman.
Jason Tatum needs to be Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what needs to happen.
That's just what it is. Talented, but he ain't no killer.
And there's nothing wrong with that either, by the way. I feel like he's kind of already been given that mantle. And he said earlier this year he already feels he's the best player in the world when he steps in the court. So I'm like, nah, bro. You know, just keep it aside. Next series. Mavs Thunder. So, what was your take on this series? Because I know what mine was.
Like I said, man, it's the Mavs with me is just the inconsistencies with the Mavs, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not only with effort alone. Like, for instance, Kyrie had 9 points, you know what I'm saying, in the game. Kyrie has to be Kyrie all the time for them to win, bro. He has to. You can't have them type of games, period. You know, so now with this young squad,
right.
They'll run you out the gym.
Right.
So, like I said, with them inconsistencies with certain guys, you know, I just need to see more from the Mavs. I need to see more hunger from the Mavs.
Gotcha.
But you see all the hunger in the world from these young boys.
Yeah.
And OKC.
They fight.
And they're learning along the way right now. So,
yeah.
I mean, 2-2 series is not where you want to be with a young, vicious team like that.
What's your prediction?
I'm still going with the Mavs based off the experience. You know, when it's closing time, you do got Kyrie Irving. He is a closing guy. Right. So I'm still going with the Mavs. Oh, shit, man. Tied 2-2. I'll give it to 7.
Okay.
I'll give it to game 7.
Yeah. Who has home court? Thunder have home court. So Mavs on the road, and they can do it. It's gonna be tough. They can do it. They can do it. Okay, so you got the Mavs in 7. Okay. I have the Mavs in 6.
Okay.
I don't think the Thunder are gonna get one anymore. I think the Mavericks understand how important it is to close it out on their home court.
Right.
And so I think, you know, and Kyrie, I'm looking for Kyrie the rest of the series to kill. He said last game that he often allows Luka to get loose first and do his thing, and then he asserts himself later on in the game. And he said last game he waited too long to make that assertion, to assert himself. And he said he's not going to do that anymore. Even if he mistakenly steps on Luka's toes here and there, he's going to be aggressive. He's not going to wait. So because of that, and because Kyrie is 13-0 in closeout games, I think they're going to win at home. Or wait, where's the next game? Next game is in OKC. They're going to win that road game. Big road win, then they're going to go back home and finish it out. And Kyrie's going to be 14-0 in closeout games. I think the playoff experience now is going to come into play. I was impressed by the Thunder because they were down that whole game.
Right.
And for them in crunch time to show up on the road against two guys who are two of the top 5 plus players in possibly the league right now, to win that game told me a lot about their future because they're young.
Yeah.
Just wait till they start understanding what they're doing.
Right.
When they grow and they start to get the experience, they're going to be nice. So, but with that said, I do have Dallas in 6 because, like you said, I think they want to put them away before they start to learn too much. You want to put them away before,
You don't want to let them hang around. That's where you get beat.
Right. 100%. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the series I think everybody's eyes are mostly keyed on. The Nuggets and the Wolves, man. Boy, what web we weave. Woo! So this has been the most, I would say, probably the most unpredictable series. No home team has won yet through 4 games.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody saw that coming. If that was your ticket, you probably a millionaire off that one. Because I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Yeah, man.
And now we got a 3-game series. This is gonna be fun. So I'm gonna let you go first. What's your take? Because we both were kind of like in the beginning, like, whoa, Minnesota, it ain't looking too hot. But what did I say, bro? Jamal Murray. I'm gonna get to him. I'm gonna let you go first. But what's your take?
I don't know, man, because I kind of feel like you should go first because I kind of got an anti to that theory.
Okay, gotcha. So first of all, I think I have the Nuggets in 6. I don't have Minnesota winning another game.
Oh.
I don't have them winning another game, bro. This series, I feel like they figured them out. They figured out. I don't feel like Minnesota has a counter. They are who they are. And they're really, really, really good at being who they are. And they're hard to figure out. But once you figure them out, it's like, what's my counter? I feel like Denver got ice cold water threw in their face by the T-Wolves. And now Denver's awake. They woke up, they poked the bear. And now I think they're up. Especially everybody saying Stephen A. and Wilbon saying they're going to get swept. KP Perkins saying they're going to get swept. Oh, really? Oh, you thought this was my final one. Okay, hold my beer. And now I think they're matching that physicality. The defensive player of the year can't do nothing with Jokic. They actually look better without him. When he came back, they lost. When he was out, they had that blowout win. They're in trouble, in my opinion. I don't think they have an answer for Jokic. And Jamal Murray is now healthy. Those first 2 games, like I was telling you, every screen, McDaniels was getting over it. Every screen, AE was getting over it. Every screen, Alexander Walker was getting over it because he had no burst. They was getting right back in front. You know how big Jokic is. That's a big screen. They was getting over it every time. Last 3 games, he has had his burst. He was step back over McDaniel, barking at the crowd. Shut up. Late in the shot, like he's got that confidence back because he trusts his body again. I'm telling you, like, I don't think they're gonna win again. So now, like, they've mastered physicality, and now it's just down to execution. And Denver executes better than anybody. With that, I don't have them winning another game. AE is gonna go crazy every game, like we saw. I think it's gonna be a repeat of last game, the rest of the way, because I don't think those other guys are gonna be able to step up to be able when it matters. That's just my take. So I have the Nuggets in 6 games. One more thing. This series, do you remember 2006 finals, Dallas Mavericks and Miami Heat? Mm-hmm. The Heat won that series, but Dallas won the first 2 games. And then they figured them out in game 3 and never lost again. That's what this reminds me of.
So, I'm gonna go a different direction.
I like me. That's why we do this.
We are still in agreement with the Nuggets. I got the Nuggets in 7 though.
Okay.
I think they will win another game, at least one. It's Cat, bro. It's Cat. You know what I'm saying? You got to
problem, right?
Okay. You have to match the stardom. You know what I'm saying? You got Joker and Murray. It's got to be Anthony and Cat. Right. You know, I mean, guys like, when you look at Gobert is out there for rebounds and blocking shots. You know what I'm saying? That's just what he out there for. Right. Cat has to play, bro. That performance last game, like, come on, dog. And this has been my problem with Cat for the longest, is the inconsistency in his play. And when somebody really push up against him, he crumbles, man. And that's why, you know, when Pistons fans like, we want Cat, I'm like, I don't want Cat, bro.
Right.
When you put, like I said, I remember vividly Andre Drummond whooping Cat ass all the time. Because like I said, you put a shoulder in his chest, he buckled.
Right.
This guy, the series goes as he goes to me. Okay. If Cat plays well and he averages those numbers that we know he can't average, they become more dangerous.
Okay.
Because Anthony Edwards is going to get his regardless. Right. You know what I'm saying? The other guys play more confident when both of those guys are going.
Okay.
Makes you a harder team to defend.
I agree.
And, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Cat is the problem. You know
I feel you on that. I think the problem is Aaron Gordon. He's so freaking physical, and he looks to be stronger than Cat, even though he's shorter.
Yeah.
Cat don't like that physicality like that. He don't like getting knocked off his spot.
Right.
I think he's making Cat uncomfortable. Cat is better offensively. Like, Cat still should be averaging way more than he still should be putting up numbers, but Aaron Gordon's physicality is making it hard for him. And he's able to move his feet, and he's more athletic than Cat, you know what I'm saying? And then when he's going off on the offensive end and making Cat work on the defensive end, it's really downhill for Cat. But you're right. It's still up here, something missing up here, I think, for Cat he doesn't have that AE mindset. Or I want to kill. You know, so it just shows that just being the first pick overall don't always equate to being a winner. You know what I'm saying? I think he's an example of that. I'm not saying he's not a winner, but he doesn't have that mentality to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's probably the problem for him. Also,
go ahead.
Go. This is. I'm glad PD Mac said this. This is part of the problem. Why I don't think they're going to win another game. Donovan Mitchell had the same problem with him. Mm-hmm. He had the same problem with Gobert about how on both ends he becomes a liability, because in the playoffs you can't switch. He cannot switch on the perimeter. Absolutely not. He can't. He's literally a magnificent help side defender. And offensively, he got hands of stone. He can't even catch a drop pass or slip pass, a bounce pass without bobbling it. He's not a good free throw shooter. I mean, like, he doesn't really give you a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. I think he's a big part of the problem. When you got to go up against a 3-time MVP, what does that do to you mentally?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think they kind of got. I don't want to say broken. Because I don't think they're broken. I know Ant's not broken at all. Ant he probably wouldn't play them every day if he could. He played them in the 11-game series if he could. He don't care. But I think the rest of those guys don't have that same level of confidence yet. I don't think they're there yet. I think they're a year ahead of schedule.
Yeah, I say he just got to play better. Got to play, and I'm probably sure Anthony Edwards wasn't shy about. Because I watched after the game when they was walking into the tunnel, and I seen Anthony Edwards going off. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably sure he let him hear it. Yeah. But Anthony has been on that tip with Cat for a minute now. Like, listen, we're as good as you are, bro. I need you to be, just as aggressive as I am. You know what I'm saying? I need you to stop being lazy and trying to foul out of games because somebody putting they body on you. You know what I'm saying? Stop fouling, bro. We need you to play.
That's what he said.
You have some dog, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically what he was saying in that press conference. Quit fouling, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You quit being, other words, quit being a bitch is what he was telling him. Seriously, bro. You see too many of these dudes in the league, man. They just soft. They're soft, bro. Bro, it's like, man, if I could just go around in locker rooms and pass out testosterone pills, I would, bro. I don't know where they pulling these dudes from.
You gonna give them some blue chews, bro?
Man, you 7 feet tall. Quit being soft. Bro, you supposed to be one of the most talented bigs in this league, bro, and you go bye-bye too often.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, man. So let's transition to my boy. You know who my boy is.
Yeah.
That boy, that dude, Jamal Murray, man. That dude, Jamal Murray. I am so proud of his growth. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, I was just about to say, and we started out talking about him being inconsistent.
Right.
Now it's on another person.
Right. So I'm with everybody else. I was a little bit disappointed by what it looked to be his lack of accountability. I think he just didn't want to talk about it, wanted to move past it, and want to move on this game. But I feel like he could have been a little bit more accountable. Like maybe I shouldn't have did that. Somebody could have gotten hurt. That's not who I am. I'm ready to focus on this game. And that would have been it. And then the questions actually would have went away.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to avoid it, because now the questions are going to come more. Because now they're wondering why you're not answering the question. Right. But aside from that, just he looks to be healthy, bro. That's the biggest difference to me. Yeah. After those first 2 games, and I have one fear, and I'm hoping and I'm confident that this is not going to be an issue. But I noticed that he looks much better when there were 3 days in between games. That when they went to Minnesota, it was 3 days in between instead of just every other day. But now we're back to every other day now. So now I just hope that doesn't mess with his calf, having to play every other day again. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it will, but I'm just hoping that that's not an issue for him. But aside from that, boy's hooping, man. I mean, he's actually one of the better shot makers in the league. Tough shot makers. Some of the shots, it's just like I expect it to go in. It's kind of like Klay Thompson. His shot is so beautiful. You expect it to go in every time. Or MPJ every time. Like I'm starting to get there with him. Like when he does that, comes off a screen and he does that scissor, heavy, fadeaway J. It looks good every single time, man. So like, it's just I don't know if they are able to match what Murray and Jokic together can do in that pick and roll, because they can both handle the ball and they can both be facilitators and they can both score. They can both do all 3. You know what I'm saying? You don't usually see that in a pick and roll situation like that, but they can both do all 3 of those things. That's what makes it hard. So he has to, in order for them to close out the series, he can't have any other type of game than what he had last game. Right.
He has to be aggressive. He has to be a problem, because if you notice at the end of the game, Anthony Edwards was completely out of energy. He was done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On top of him playing offensively and athletically like he does, on the defensive end, you got to make him do just as much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I said, they can definitely, outlast the Timberwolves if they keep consistent, of what we just seen last game.
Exactly.
But if anybody is lacking, or if you let guys like Cat get loose, it's going to be a problem.
Right.
So, like I said, they're proven champs. They've been here before. We expect them to keep things cleaned up. We expect them to be consistent going out for the rest of this series. Mm-hmm. But like I said, you can't have no hiccups. None.
Right. Andre Q, I think that may be one of the comments of the night right there.
Yeah.
Jimmy saw it, and that's why I don't think they'll win another game, because of what you just said and what Andre just said. He's the most important player in this series for them, but he's weak mentally. That's why I don't think. I just don't see it. To me, I feel like from an intangible standpoint, Denver checks off every box. They've been there before. They know who they are. Every player plays within themselves. They got a winning coach who has a Detroit bred mentality with his father. They play chess, man. Denver plays chess, even as far as with scorekeeping and managing the game. Did you notice last game? They never let it get below 10. It got below 10 like once or twice, and right back up to 15.
Yep.
Every time. And at the end, I give AE credit because he understands that too. As young as he is, they were down 10 the whole first half, pretty much after 6-7 minutes into the first quarter, and he got it down to 7. He comes down and just pulls up a 3 for a 2-for-1 opportunity potentially. He gets the 2-for-1, and he also gets the under 10. He understands momentum, and he understands that going into the half, psychologically, it looks and we'll feel better if we don't have a double-digit deficit. He understands that.
Right.
I give him credit for that. That's the kind of stuff that Denver does. That's why at the end of that half, the mistakes that they made at the end of that half, they were down 7. And then 30 seconds later, they're down more than double. They're down 15 now. Denver doesn't make those mistakes.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They don't make those mistakes. And I think that is another reason why I think it's too many things at this point. Now that they've given back home court advantage and momentum back, I don't think they're going to be able to do enough for 48 minutes against this team with momentum right now that knows that they can beat. Denver knows for sure here we got them. That's how Denver's feeling. They gave us those 2 right back. This series, Denver's not losing any more home games. They lost 2 in a row. You think they're gonna lose another one? They woke now. So we'll see. I'm just very, very confident now in Denver because they got the momentum, bro. They rolling. Everybody's rolling. KCP's hitting shots. Now you got the bench players. Now you got Brown off the bench, Austin Reeves' cousin, hooping out there. You know what I'm saying? You got Aaron Holiday or Justin Holiday, 9 for 13 from 3 in this series. Reggie Jackson looking like 2016 Reggie, but now he got Jokic instead of Andre Drummond. Like, bro, it's to me.
Everybody, like I said, everybody fits perfect. Everybody's in their role over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, it just take you back. You mentioning them names because KCP I was told constantly, by a lot of people that KCP can never be a player that can contribute to championship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't like why I was so high on a guy like KCP. It's not always about his shooting percentage. It's not always about how many points he score a game.
Right.
Listen, when they need him in moments, he shows up. When they need him to play that defense, he shows up. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Jackson off the bench is where he should always be.
Mm-hmm.
Just in Detroit, we want to try to turn him into something that he's not.
100%. We want a Reggie to be Westbrook, and we need a KCP to be AE.
Yeah.
Literally, because Anthony Edwards, they both went to Georgia, but they're nowhere near the same type of player. But we wanted him to be Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
that's what we were having him coming off screens, DHOs, pick and roll. Like, what are we? That's not his game. He ain't a ball handler. So, like you said, Denver has enough talent that nobody is playing max capacity on that team. Nobody has to play at their max because they're all good. They're all playing within their role.
Like I said, when you look throughout, history with basketball and championship teams, until certain teams learn how to sacrifice for each other, they just couldn't get it done.
Right.
You've seen teams go from a point where they couldn't get it done, and once they start playing for each other, they finally got over that hump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Golden State was one of the most ultimate teams that play for each other. Mm-hmm. That ball moving and the spread, you know what I'm saying? If you open, you shoot it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's what Denver is. They're a team that plays for each other. It don't have to be, I got to get 40 tonight, you got to get 30 tonight. It's like, bro, listen, as long as we get a bucket, it really don't even matter.
It's like you said, like with Golden State, that was one of their mantras. That's what Steve Kerr would always tell them. Pass the ball. If you play the right way, it'll come back to you. It'll find you. It'll always come back to you. Don't worry about it. But it's like with KCP though, like I'm seeing the comments, and you guys are right. He's solid, man. He was a good player. It was a few plays. Y'all remember there was few plays and you're like, whoa. You know what I'm talking about?
Atlanta, when he played against, you talking about when he was here?
Yeah, when he was here.
When he played that game against Atlanta, when he went off that game, I still go back and watch the highlights from that game sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sometime this week when I get some time. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch those highlights again. I was thinking about it was two. It was the black on Brown, obviously. The black on Brown, obviously, the playoffs. Or the dunk on Brown. Yeah. But the OKC game.
Yeah.
You remember that game?
Yep.
I forgot what the play was. It was a broken play, and he was in the corner. He spun out of the corner, spun off KD and Russ, like split between them off a spin move and went for a dunk. Got fouled and won. I'm like, what in the world?
And smacked the backboard to be disrespectful.
Smacked the backboard. Got a team here. Man, oh man.
Yep. Like, I remember that, bro. I listen. He had that game against Atlanta, man, where he just was running down the court, pulling up, man, like 4 feet behind the 3-point line.
Well, like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all remember that?
He did it so much, man. You remember 2K on the intro? They had him doing that on the intro.
Yeah, they had him doing that. That's right.
Like, man, that's why I was so high on KCP. I'm like, man, listen, this dude right here, he's a piece to a team that you can build something. That's why I said with that team, I wanted them to wait a little bit more before they broke all of that up.
Right.
But
he won 2 championships with 2 different teams.
Yeah. Right. As a contributor.
Right. As a contributor and as the same guy.
Right.
That shows you that he's valuable.
Yeah.
His game is transferable.
Yeah, you know because when LeBron used to play the Pistons, he would mention it. You know what I'm saying? We just seen LeBron mention Stanley Johnson the other day.
God, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So the Pistons fan base, this is why I talk about how wishy-washy the Pistons fan base is. Because when Stanley was a rookie and he was playing well and he used to play like that against LeBron, that's all you heard. You know what I'm saying? But then when the Pistons do something stupid and wreck these guys' careers, now all of a sudden that was the worst pick you could have made and everything else and that. The Pistons out here ruining people, bro. They really are. They are out here ruining people, man. That's just what they've done. So, I said, when a player get put in bad situations, it's hard to get out of them sometimes.
Yeah.
It really is.
That's the messed up part. Andre Drummond's another example. That's the messed up part, is that they get blamed for being asked to play a role that they've never played before. You know what I'm saying? Andre Drummond's trying to dribble the ball. You know what I'm saying? KCP trying to just everybody playing outside of the role and then getting blamed for playing outside of the role.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you draft me then? You know what I'm saying? Unless you didn't scout me properly, and that's a whole other problem. If you didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Either way.
I got about 15, 20 videos in the past of me screaming at the fan base telling you, pay attention to the coaching staff.
Right.
Get off the players and look at what your coaching staff is doing. Look what your organization is doing. That's who you need to be upset with because they the ones that's doing the nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And they doing it right now again.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Good old Pistons, man. Good old
man.
Pistons.
Oh man. So let's finish off. Let's finish this off. So you have the Wolves in 7, you said? Or I'm sorry, 7. The Nuggets in 7, right?
Yeah,
Nuggets in 7?
Nuggets in 7, yeah.
Nuggets in 7. Okay. I have the hot favorite. You want to put a hat on it? You go for it?
Man, I ain't putting another hat on that.
Oh man, I didn't scare them. I didn't spook them, y'all. I didn't spook them.
I'm about to have 4 hats, man. What?
With your confidence, bro. With that confidence,
it's the NBA we talk about. Ain't no such thing.
Right.
Like I said,
you ain't lying.
They should have swept the Lakers, and they didn't.
Nah.
Like the Clippers, I give you that hat. You was just flat out right with that. They should have swept the Lakers. They really should have. Especially the team we watching right now.
You know what? I actually agree with you. I felt like they should have too. I just felt like the Lakers was gonna. I felt like it was the timing thing. The Lakers was gonna have a great game, and Denver's gonna have a letdown game. I felt like they were gonna kind of meet each other in the middle at the same time, and have one of those trap games. But yeah. But okay. So you done. Okay.
I'm done.
I'll leave you alone.
The only time you don't hear anything from my mouth is after the Timberwolves win another game.
Okay. So I'm not gonna hear from you until next year.
We'll see. It starts tonight. We'll see.
And look, hold on. I'm up front. If I'm gonna lose, like if you call me out too, you know what I'm saying? You call because I had to shout you out on Twitter. I called him out on Twitter. I had to clown him a little bit. So if I lose, I can dish it and I can take it too.
Man. Hey, listen, man. It's all the fun and joy of making them bets.
Of course. So last thing we was gonna get to tonight, just to have a little fun with y'all. We talked about doing this a few weeks ago. We kind of want to do a segment similar to this vibe, that I'm about to show you guys going forward, once a week or once every couple of weeks, just to make sure that I like to know who my old heads are. I like to know those who remember the Pistons back in the day and not just this new regime.
Team.
So you know what I'm saying? That 2000s team.
I hated
that. How many of y'all in the chat remember the New Jersey Nets team? That 2000 through 2003, 4, 5 team.
I hated them so much.
Who remembers them? Anybody remember them? Was anybody around for them? I know we're talking.
Put some names in the comment. Put some players in the comment.
Who was on that team?
Mm-hmm. See how true you are as a Pistons fan.
Right. Yeah. You can't just say yeah. You can't just say yeah. I remember. You gotta show your work on that.
Put some money where your mouth is.
Put some money where your mouth is. I don't see too much so far. I think we got a bunch of youngins in here, bro.
Richard Jefferson, there you go.
Okay.
Not our team.
Not our team. I'm talking about the New Jersey Knicks.
I need more than Richard Jefferson.
I need more than RJ, bro. Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Carrie, Kid and Kittles. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the name I'm looking for. I
me too.
Punch this guy.
That's hilarious. That wasn't the name I was looking for, but that's hilarious. Tom McCullough. There it is.
Kenya, that ain't the guy for me. Keep going.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. That's funny. Okay, so we got basically almost a starting five. Kerry Kittles, Kenny Martin, RJ, J Kidd, Lucius Harris. So, okay, I'm gonna give y'all credit.
I'm gonna pull the roster up too.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm not saying.
I'm telling you, Marvin.
Show it again. I don't know Marvin like that yet. So like I be taking him serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Scalabrine. That's another one. He actually was, man, it's crazy. Ryan Scalabrine.
Which year Nets you got this? The 2002.
I'm thinking 2004 because that was the year we
went up.
We beat them.
Right.
We played them twice. Story time. We played them back-to-back years in the playoffs, y'all.
Yeah, and it was tough both times.
Right. We played them. Okay, so in 2003, that was our first year from that going to work regime of going to the conference finals. That was our first year of getting that far. And who we beat the first series? I think we beat the Bucks that first series, and we beat the Sixers the second series. We beat Iverson's in the Sixers the second series, and then we faced the New Jersey Nets in 2003 in the conference finals, and we got swept, y'all. We got swept. You remember that, King?
Yes,
they swept us in 2003, man. And the first two games were at home, just like it was for Denver, but the result was just totally different. But that's honestly what happens a lot of times. You lose the first two at home, a lot of times you're going to get swept. But game one, we lost by 2 points. Jason Kidd hit a crazy fadeaway jumper from like the corner. He couldn't even shoot like that. Fadeaways over Mehmet Okur, over his outstretched arm. And it rattled in. And then we had a chance to tie it up. It put them up too. Mehmet Okur missed the tip-in. It was an alley-oop pass from out of bounds, and we missed the tip-in. We lost by 2. Game 2, similar way. We lost by 2 points again. And then they went home and took care of business. But that team was tough, man. They gave us problems. In 2004, the following season, here we go. Let's look at the team. I'm going to keep talking while you show them the roster. 2004, the following season, they still, even though we beat them in the second round, because we beat Milwaukee again in the first round in 5 games. Yeah. And then I'm going off top. This is how I just remember all this, y'all.
Right.
We beat Milwaukee in 5 games. We played the Nets in the second round. They took us 7. I thought we were going to beat them in like 5 or 6. I thought we were that good that season. I thought based off what happened last year, we were going to come and just kill them. And it's crazy because it looked that way. First 2 games of the season or a series, we win. We won the first 2 games this time instead of losing the first 2. But they came back and won the next 3. They came back and won the next 3 games, y'all.
Yep.
And the third one that they won was the half court Chauncey heave descended to overtime.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That was which by the way, guys, was 20 years ago today. That was 20 years ago today. Chauncey heave So the game was probably going on right now, 20 years ago, y'all, because it went to overtime, double overtime, I believe, triple overtime, something crazy.
You just put another great hair in my beard.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's when Scalabrine was going crazy. All right, because we were so depleted. Remember that game? We were so everybody had fouled out. Yeah. Everybody had fouled out. We had 30 stringers in there. Brian Scalabrine went nuts. That is what gave. That's how people even know who he is. Is that singular game? He was looking like Klay Thompson, bro. He couldn't miss. He could not miss.
Yep.
And so we lost that game at home. Game 5, they went up 3-2. And I thought we might lose, bro. Because I thought they might put us away in game 6. Back at their place. And they went up. They started the game hot. They came out pushing. They went up, they were up like 10 points. And I was like, it might be a wrap again. But then we came back. We won that game. That's when Rip hit that shot from the corner to put us up, and we won. Came back home, won game 7. But that was a tough team, man. Kmart was tough because he probably wasn't quite as strong as Ben, but he was probably as athletic as Ben.
Right. He was tough. Vince came the following year, Joe.
Yeah, Vince was later.
He came after. That we traded. Oh, we also traded Eldon Campbell over there, or did he sign over there? I think he signed.
Eldon?
Yeah, Eldon Campbell was the following year, 04-05 season.
04. No, 03-04. 03-04 is when Eldon came. 02-03 was when they swept us.
No, this is this right here is 03-04. Yeah, this is 03-04. This is when we beat them.
Right.
Right. Next year, following year, Eldon Campbell went over there.
Oh, he went to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I see what you're saying now. I didn't realize he went to the Nets after that. Interesting. Otis Thorpe. I don't think Otis Thorpe was on that team.
So that team.
Who was on that team?
The following year in the 04-05 is where you got Vince, you got Eldon Campbell over there.
Right.
You got Travis Best. You got a couple of new faces over there.
Did they lose anybody?
Mercer. Alonzo Mourning was there. Wow. Yeah, I think after we beat them, that's when they say, okay, enough is enough, and they started moving guys.
Yeah, they must have moved Kerry Kittles.
Yeah, they moved Kerry Kittles, yeah.
Why weren't they competitive that next season? They should have been competitive. That you got Vince over there now.
Yeah, I mean, when you it's evident, like even with some of our teams, when you start moving guys and breaking up certain chemistry, that it pans out bad for you sometimes.
It does.
Like even if you run Vince or not, it's still, it's like I said, once we moved on from Ben, it was just like, okay, what the hell?
Right.
Then
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So when you mess up that chemistry in that locker room, sometimes it's not for the better sometimes. So
that's true. No, you're right. That's a fair point, bro. You got a point.
Yeah.
First class Kings. This is absolutely right, bro. You actually must have watched that game because that's a small detail. So after that was game 2. So remember I said game 1 and 2 they won by 2 points. Game 1 we lost by 2 because Okoro missed the tip in right at the rim. He just missed it.
Right.
And he rolled to the ground, had his hands, and he couldn't believe it. Perfect alley-oop pass. The game 2 that he's talking about here, First Class Kings, they were up 2 again, and Chauncey tried to come around a pick to get a shot off for a 3, and got hammered by J Kidd, and J Kidd tried to go like this, like he put his hands in the air. The shot didn't come close to the rim, and Chauncey looked at the ref like, "Are you serious?" I remember that. Like, y'all didn't call anything. So yeah, First Class King, shout out to you because that's exactly what happened. That was game 2 of the 2003 Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah.
So we got some interesting basketball going on.
Whoa, what?
It's a blowout right now, but they
Wait, who's up? Who's up right now?
Knicks, man.
Okay.
The Knicks.
Yeah.
I say you can't dress that weird and expect to win games, Halliburton. I don't care what fashion model want you to wear their stuff, man. You should have some belief about yourself. Like, no, Marvin, I'm not.
Yeah, Marvin, right. This is why I always say, if we were able to keep that 2004 team intact, we beat the Spurs in 6 games instead of losing 7. Straight up,
man.
All we had were Lindsey Hunter and Antonio McDyess off our bench. That was it. We lost the core.
You can You can have a excellent recipe, but as soon as you mess up one ingredient, it just, it everything.
I mean, like we were looking like the Knicks out there. We were playing like 6-7 guys every night, playing guys 45 minutes a night. Yep. So they played as many possible games as they could have played. They went to game 7 of the finals. They tired. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Marvin, you're right. Okoro got paid. Corliss got paid. Mike James got paid. Yeah. Okoro got paid because we lost him. That hurt me, bro. We lost him because we had to choose between him and Rasheed. He was at the end of his rookie deal, I believe. And we couldn't afford both of those guys. We couldn't afford Sheed and Okoro. Since we had just won with Sheed, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't let him go. And that's when Okoro went to Utah, became an all-star, and all that. That's like my prediction might be right. It's all setting up. It's all setting up, bro. They're not winning another game. 1, 2, 3, can't go.
I need somebody to kick Murray in his damn calf, man.
Bro, it's about to be them.
Yeah. I mean, Mike Conley is, man, they gotta have him.
That's the big. So is he for sure not playing? He's out. Oh yeah, he said he's out.
That's all right. Cat gonna score 40 tonight.
Hold on. Is the Assassin King? Is that Marvin Topwood's
brother? That ain't Marvin, nah.
That's not a burner.
That's making sure. That's legit.
Marvin, you know what I'm saying? All right, just had to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish you would have said yeah to that bet.
10:30, can't get here fast enough.
Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't wait now.
Playoff basketball.
Hey, man, I'm gonna have to get back on the betting scene, bro. I ain't missed so far.
You smelling yourself now. I gave you a couple of those just to be competitive, just to do it. You smelling yourself.
Oh, you wasn't serious about okay, so like real talk, you really thought
I told you I really didn't give a damn about LA or the
No, you did.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The one that I truly did believe though was the Lakers. They should have got swept.
They should have.
But they didn't. So like I said, I give you that one. That one, that's you know what I'm saying. Then like I said, obviously this was just trying to get some hats back.
Yeah, for sure. I can tell. Yeah, you try to get back even. I'm seeing some more Detroit names that are refreshing.
John Barry.
Yeah, I love watching him play. Who is John Barry comparable to today? Who is John Barry today in today's NBA? That's a good question, right? He kind of, it's funny. He kind of gives me a lot.
Yeah. He
was nice.
Listen, you still got guys in the league when they be on podcasts talking about how he hated going up against Carlos Arroyo.
Yeah. So look, story time, quick one. I was introduced to Carlos Arroyo in the Olympics.
Really?
Yes. Wow. I really didn't. I knew who he was, but I was introduced to his game. As far as I didn't watch Carlos Arroyo in 2003-ish. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because he came 2 years later after that, but they destroyed us in the Olympics. Do you remember that? They blew us out. Look that up. Y'all look that up.
Yeah, you know who was on that Olympic team?
Who?
I don't know. Take a while. Yeah.
You know what I can also do? You know what I can also do that I'm not gonna do?
What?
You know who was coaching that team? Larry Brown.
Listen, man, I ain't worried about it. I told you I don't like Larry. Larry on my shit list.
You don't like me.
I don't like Larry.
I like Larry. You know I like Larry too, because I feel like Larry kind of like helped get us Cade in a way through Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Like it was meant to be. He coached Cannon. So I messed with him.
Yeah, he owed us a lot for darting on us.
Come on, he brought us the ring, bro. You can't say he owed us a lot.
Whatever.
If you would have got to the finals and never won and then left, then I'm like, nah, that ain't cool, bro. You didn't finish the mission.
I mean, he got us one ring, but we ain't the Lions, you know what I'm saying? We the Pistons. I expect rings.
Right, you're supposed to get two. You're supposed to get two every time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not for you for sure.
Yeah. But Larry,
okay.
Yeah, like I said, when he was here, he was the perfect fit for us. I just wish he didn't just dart.
Right. And that's kind of what he seems to do, though. He's always seemed to kind of get bored with his team. Just like he likes projects. He likes something that he can go and fix. And then when he fixes it, all right.
Well, bring his ass back then and trade.
Right.
Monty ass body.
Bro,
Make the trade. Go get Darvin Ham.
It's clear you don't like Monty at all.
Man, I'll propose a trade for Chauncey Billups. Somebody. Give me anybody.
Give me Chauncey all day.
Give me Chauncey, man.
Give me Chauncey all day. And they're monitoring his situation too. I think some of his coaches are gone now. He's still there, but some of his coaches are gone. The coaches are gone.
Man,
so
bring me
if
Chauncey.
He becomes available.
That'll restore me. If we bring Chauncey here as a coach, that restores me immediately.
If we do that, I'm heading to the studio. Next song.
Yeah.
I'm back to work. I'm ready. I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Man. My energy is back. Like, let's go. I mean, look, if we want Darvin Ham, of course we want Chauncey. Of course.
Yeah.
It's the leader of that team.
Still, we've been saying, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying over the years.
Yeah.
Bring some Pistons blood in here, bro.
Yeah.
You know the mentality. Bring some Pistons blood. When they come to the games and sit down and watch, they be disgusted half the time, bro.
Man, I be feeling the same way, bro.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, there's no real enthusiasm there. It just feels like they're just trying to support.
Right.
That's what it feels like to me. Like, we show our face, appreciate y'all. We did what, and they kind of like focus on what they did more so than talk about what this new regime is doing.
And then when they be asking like, "What do you think about these?" Then they be like, "Man, you don't ask me that, bro."
Yeah, you know what it is though, bro. It's just a different generation, man. Because I remember Andre Drummond, his first game here when all the Pistons were here. It was a similar event like it was this year when they were all here, and he went crazy that game. He had like 20 and 20, right? Yeah. And after the game, in the locker room, he told Ben, he said, "Hey, that was for you. This game was for you." And Ben said, guess what Ben said? Ben said, good stuff. Now do it 81 more times.
81 more times. Every game. Every game.
And that's the difference. Like Drummond was doing it. He got up for that game to do that. Right. Ben didn't need to get motivated to go forward. Like Isaiah Stewart. Not the same player, but mentally, when you get between those lines, the switch just gets flipped. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the mentality that those Pistons had. And I think that's why the game is just different now. That's why it's refreshing to watch in Denver and to watch in Minnesota. Those teams that just are, for the most part,
they're playing old school ball. Yeah, they're playing old
school
ball, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The rest of these dudes are soft as Dr. Scott. It makes me sick.
So somebody said a question, what job is Rip getting? What job would you want Rip to have? I think is a better question.
I would rather him be an assistant, because, like I said, Rip can teach a guy, man, how to get around some screens,
right?
You know how to condition themselves.
Yeah,
those are the benefits.
Yeah, that's true.
Chauncey has it from here to court,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Rip has the training and the body and things like that.
Man, Rip had these guys getting their own shit.
He is the dog father. He's the one that puts the dog in people. That's why I've been wanting Rasheed back. You know what I'm saying? So
never let him go.
Yeah, should have never let him go, bro.
Yeah, Van Gundy.
Man, stupid.
Man, oh man.
That's just what it is, man. You gotta have those guys.
You have to. You have to, man. And we don't have enough of those guys. That's why this offseason we need to go spend some money. And we don't need to go find somebody we don't need to go get a guy and say, okay, we want him to be part of our championship run necessarily. Right. We need somebody to help grow these guys up. That's it. We needed Van Fleet on our team. We needed Jeff Green on our team. Somebody who has won.
That's what I was just about to say. You need some voices of some people that's won in the coaching staff and on the bench.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what you need with a young team like this. And boy, we don't have it at all.
You're right, though. You said the coaches in the bench. It needs to be an extension down to the players, better too. We need somebody who, when somebody goes off the rails in the locker room or says something crazy on Twitter or whatever, being controversial, we need somebody to say, bro, sit down somewhere. You don't do that here. You don't do that. And we need that person to be respected enough to where the response isn't, you ain't won. I ain't listening to you. Right. Because that's what will happen now. If Cade would have tried to, if the wrong person comes into this locker room and starts acting up, Cade he's already a leader, but they may be like, what tangibly have you won yet? I'd have done more than you. I'd have been around all that. You need somebody in that locker room that can set the record straight and have that respect because of what they've done. And we don't have it.
No, and we haven't. So, yeah.
So, yeah, man, we need it. Tony, my dog, what's good, Brody? Appreciate you popping in, man. You got a link soon. So yeah, anything else you want to get to? I'm actually about to go get ready for this Denver game.
Absolutely. Yeah, I gave everything I can tonight. It's time to watch some ball.
It's time to watch some ball.
Yeah.
One more thing, Bill Laimbeer, I wouldn't mind. I don't. Yeah. One thing about Bill Laimbeer, I love him. I love Bill Laimbeer. I don't know how he will be received though. How many WNBA coaches do you see coaching in the NBA?
Yeah.
That's my only thing.
Like, who gonna say something to Bill though? Like, if you ain't listening to Bill, he gonna give it to you, bro.
True.
That's why the Shock was so successful.
That's true.
But even with this locker room, you gonna say to Bill Laimbeer? I mean, he might still fade you if you say something.
Right? No, he definitely will still fade you.
Like, dog.
For sure.
At this, man.
But I mean, like, I know what you're saying, but I'm talking about like linking stuff to media about what he's doing because they don't like the way he coaches. I'm talking about that kind of stuff to try to get him out of there because they don't like this different generation again.
Listen,
and Bill's older than Ben Wallace's generation. We're talking about Ben Wallace. It's an even further generation. So it's like I would be worried about that gap.
We're Detroit. Gap. We're Detroit. No one likes us already. So if you bring him in,
to like you though.
Yeah, like I said, if the players can't respect somebody like Bill Laimbeer, they don't need to be on this squad, bro. Right. At this point, you just disrespectful.
I got you. That's true. That's
true. What I'm saying? From a basketball standpoint, how could you not respect this dude?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So those type of little dudes, we need to get up out of here.
Good point.
Because you ain't gonna listen to nobody at that point. You just want yes sir coach. You know what I'm saying? Right. You want to we ain't giving you no platoon coach. You need to listen, man. You need to learn something because we gave y'all opportunity and y'all ain't did shit. So now it's time to bring some real voices in here.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. No, you're right. If you don't listen to a champ, yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't mind
his house.
Y'all might be right in his house. Right, y'all might be kind of moving me up to the Bill side. I mean, it never happened because of our owner, but Aaron Reed, Terry. What are these names for? Are these just random names? Random Pistons, Terry Mills.
Yeah, man.
Kim English is who I thought he was going to be Aaron Aflalo on steroids, but it just never happened.
It just never happened. I thought he had something too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Ron Dupree. Y'all remember Tremaine Folks?
Man, Tarico White
had bunnies.
Bunnies, man. He just couldn't stay up.
Yeah, bunnies, bro. Alex.
I thought, who I thought had a smooth game? And
White.
What? Now, who I thought was gonna had a smooth game, and I thought was gonna be a pretty solid player.
Walter Herman.
Remember DeJuan Summers?
DeJuan Summers, he was nice though.
Yeah, he was nice, bro.
He had potential. You're right. He had potential, bro.
It
just never together. What happened with DeJuan Summers?
Nice. His game was so smooth, man.
It was, man. I forgot about DeJuan Summers.
Austin Day in this era.
Woo! Give me all day long. Give me that. Give me that all day long. He would kill in this era.
Yeah.
He would be. I kind of get like, because he was a little bit bigger, but he kind of gives me like your boy over in Sacramento vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Who you wanted us to go get in the draft. He kind of gives me, kind of remind me of him. But Ponzi always trade him well. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna call it a night. On this one right here.
Right.
Will the Thrill about to go to jail. Fraud. Did you hear about that fraud situation?
Yeah, I heard, man.
Him and Big Baby and all them crazy dudes.
Yeah, bro.
He had bunnies though.
Yeah, he did, bro. That dunk on what's the name?
Who we talking about?
What's the name for from Charlotte at the time?
Was it Harris? Not Harris.
No.
Tyler?
No, I'm getting old.
Tyler, what's not Tyler Harris, bro?
Put it in the comments. Somebody help me. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
White dude.
Big. He's a big man.
Here, not.
Come on in the comments.
Not Harrington. Al. Big Al. Not Big Al.
God no.
What?
No.
The Hornets.
Tall, known to block shots, tall, light skin, kind of look like Cannon.
Okay, no, he said tall, light skin. I'm trying to think now. Ryan Hollins? Was it Ryan Hollins?
No.
Was it Ryan Hollins? Was it Ryan Hollins?
No. Charlotte Hornets.
I'm about to look it up, bro. This is getting on my nerves now. I'm supposed to have been off this stream, but now you done threw one at me. Okay, so we were looking at
Tyson Chandler. Got it. Woo. I ain't that old. Tyson Chandler.
Tyson. Okay. Okay.
Tyson Chandler. When he dunked on Tyson.
He did dunk on. Wow, I forgot about that. He did dunk on Tyson. Tyson got burned a couple times by us. He didn't got his alley-oop dunk swatted by Jason Maxfield.
Almost killed him with that block. God,
sure
dog.
Did. Mikey Moore, Tyson Chandler Light.
Man.
Tyson Chandler Light. Man, oh man. Rest in peace, Tyson. Man, that's still a mystery, bro. His brother. Man, that's crazy. Your own brother. Can't trust nobody out here. All right. We're gonna call it, y'all. Let's go check out this game. Don't forget the predictions. We'll be back Thursday to kind of see how it went. I have an idea of how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna leave that to keep my mouth shut for now. But we appreciate y'all as always showing up and showing out.
Yes, sir.
Anything else, Ken, you wanna throw in there?
I have absolutely nothing, man. Y'all have a blessed night. Be careful. Let's watch some good basketball.
Let's watch some good basketball. Go Nuggets. Repeat time, back to back. By the way, be sure to everybody.
Peace.